here in the greenhouse, we've got two different size bags. As you've seen, we've got the large ones, which are 5 gallons, and the small one are 2 gallons. And we put this dirt, we purchased this dirt, it's mixed up particularly for planting and growing in a greenhouse. What you've been doing obviously is leveling it out and getting ready for planting. We put it in last week, gave it time to dry out a little bit and to settle and to get ready for planting. Today we'll be dealing just with the large bags and we've got plans for those. What I've done here is I have built up 2 templates, and they are approximately the same size as the tops of these bags. There's a little bit, you're going to have to improvise just a little bit because the bags are not perfectly round and my templates are round, but that's what it is. One thing that you're doing here is in planting these seeds, it's not an exact science. You got a little leeway to work with. One thing to remember, and I have a chart that I will show you in a moment that shows for each one of these templates, when I call them a template, it's large bag B, large bag A. I've got how many seeds go on there, each one. And then the seeds are written on here, the names. And along with that, what I've done is I've put together these trays, and the seeds are labeled, as you can see on those. See how they're labeled back here? So you'll know what they are. And you can just put these in. What you might want to do, what I'd suggest, particularly with this group over here, which includes 2 different varieties of beans, is to start out with, look at your template. Just want to get them down in a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch, probably closer to a 1/2 inch because this soil is kind of loose, what they call loose soil, and it will settle some more even after we work on it today. You probably want to start out by just leveling out your planting surface here as you work on each bag. And if you like, I think what you can probably do here, we've got 3 people, is maybe take a tray, put it in the middle, and work 1 person on each side. And then the 3rd person, I need to take a Sharpie here, and we have over here, I'll show you in a minute, those tags, those markers. And I'd like for you to write on them. I can show you, but basically I want you to put on tomato where those are and then stick them in where they planted the tomato seeds. Here I've got one, and this one's fairly round, so you can just kind of go with the regular plan. We look at it and I see that there's 5 bean seeds up there. So let's start with the white ones. And you just take 5 of them and just lay them in here. You can be as close as 1 inch to the outside. Just kind of think about this as being a miniature garden. See, I've got 5 of them right there laid out, just like the plan is. And then I'm going to go next, I'm going to put in some radishes. And the radishes, the same thing. You can just kind of put them in. If you want to put them in one at a time, that's fine. They need to be about 1.5 inches apart. You can't have too many radishes, and we have plenty of radish seed. So let's put a couple rows in. They grow real fast, and they're very edible, and they'll be very they'll be nice. They'll look good. Now see, I've got a couple of rows there, and that thing really should have a 2nd row on it. So I've got a couple rows. I think Luis has got them on the picture. Next thing on there is 3 eggplants. So I go over here, eggplant, very good. I get 3 of those. I put 1 here, like that. Oops, I got 2. That's all right. So I got 3 eggplants, and now I've got a couple lettuce. The lettuce is really, really fine. So just get, a few pieces on your fingers like this. Just kind of drop them along that edge. Take the soil and just kind of mix it up like that. See that, how I just kind of stirred it up a little bit? And then here with these radishes, just punch them in the ground. And the eggplant, we just kind of push them down in there like that. I think that's the easiest way to do it. We have some pencils to use, but I think this will work for you real well. Just take your fingers like that and just cover them up a little bit. Same way with the beans. Cover them up a little bit. Who's got the stick? Let's turn them around so we can see them all one direction. Okay, got it? That's easy, isn't it?